there, Literates. I'm Britt Ryderly. This is not Writer's Ambition. This is a special announcement. Buckle up. Here we go. So we are about to embark on an adventure. Repeat, the Literates are going on an adventure. The adventure is Preptober and 3 days. So I have been waffling like a pancake. I'm keeping that, I'm not editing it out. I've been waffling like a pancake all October about whether or not I was even going to do NaNoWriMo. For a lot of reasons. I have just so many different writing projects I'm juggling, and I'm trying to head into the query trenches, and I was just like, I don't know if that's just like a fool's errand. Like, if you can't do it, you just can't. So I had pretty much slid into, I'm going to let it just happen to pass me by before I make a decision. And then I was watching Liselle Stanberry's channel, and she's doing a Preptober vlog series, and she was doing 7 tips of a previously successful nanoer or something like that. And one of the tips that she was saying was, you don't have to try to do 50K. Like, that's what the official goal is. But if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. And so I was like, okay, all right, cool. So let's do that. So I decided that I am gonna do NaNoWriMo. I'm going to have a goal of like 20, 30K, because it occurred to me when she said that this is not my first nano. It's the first time I'm doing nano, I think, when a lot of people are like, I think November is like the biggest month for people, because I feel like I did it in July and people were doing it, but I didn't hear as much about it, and now it's November and everyone's like, nano! I'm like, okay, cool, so this is the hot month to do it. And so because there are like more videos and tips going out, I'm just seeing it more. And you know, I've been saying I want to find writing community, and I think it'd be a good chance for me to just go to Nano writing sprints and do like my own vlog updates and stuff. And so I'm gonna do it, because it's not like I was not gonna be writing in November anyways, just whether I want to write under the heading of nano and be responsible. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do like 20, 30K, and I'm going to just allow myself to change the goal, which I for some reason had like forgot that I could do, because in July when I did nano for the first time, it was like a few days before the end of the month, and I got an email that was essentially like, hey kiddo, how you doing? Yeah, writing going good? Cool. So we're almost done with nano, and you can change your writing goal. If it's a little bit too high, you can bring it down. No tea, no shade. So I was like, oh, first of all, I didn't know that I could. And second of all, now I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So I'm gonna start with the writing goal of 20K, because that is very achievable for me, I feel. So I'm going to do 20K, and then if I like blow 20K out of the water in 2 weeks, you know, amen, and we can raise the goal. And if I end up getting 50K after all, okay. But then I'm just gonna feel really good about myself, as opposed to starting with 50K and having to continue to bring it down. So I'm gonna do nano. I'm gonna set the goal, the first goal at 20K, and we're gonna go up from there as we have ability. So I am doing Preptober in 3 days. It is October 27th, and I think that's 3 days. I mean, it's 9 o'clock on October 27th. So yeah, this day's basically done. So I am going to make a list. This is another suggestion of Lizelle's, and I will link that video in the description, because it's super helpful for me. So she suggested that you plot, and the only reason I'm listening to her is because Liselle is a plantster, not a planner. If Liselle was a planner, I'd be like, listen, not listening, moving on to the next tip. But woman after my own heart. So I'm like, okay, she gets it. It's pantsing with a sprinkle of planning for me, like just enough for me not to get super stuck somewhere. And so she suggested making a calendar. I'm sorry, I keep rocking the boat. You're okay, strap in. So she suggested making a calendar of what you want to get done a particular day in Nano. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to make a calendar in my writing book. I could put it in my Google Calendar, but sometimes I really just like the tactile nature of like going through the time and the energy of actually just making the thing itself. This is as close as I get to DIY, but here we sit. Yes, we do. So I'm gonna make a calendar and like just plan out what I want to get done for this writing project. And I think to her point, the point was that it will help you to sit down and be focused on a particular day so that you know what your goal is, and you don't have to spend any time on, well, I think I should do this on the third or whatever. You're just sitting down with a goal in mind. You're in the zone, and it'll also help you get your word count more efficiently, which I'm all about efficiency, because as y'all know, like I'm already going to be spending all day if doing research or writing for my dissertation. So I won't necessarily have the brain cells to be like, let's think about what I should be doing. It just needs to be here. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so here is my impressive color-coded, well, not color-coded yet, right now it's just blue, but soon to be color-coded, well, not really color-coded, just colorful, whatever. Here is my thingy. So, as you can see, I am just treating, I'm not doing like a 7-day-a-week calendar. And not just because it wouldn't have fit. I believe in boundaries. I need them. And as I said in one of my Sweeten the Blow tags, whichever one it was, probably my AuthorTube one, I don't believe in the writers have to write every day. Now, obviously, for NaNoWriMo, you're working towards a goal, so you may need to write every day so that you don't have like super high writing goals. But I personally cannot write every day because I'm at church all day on Sunday. So that's pretty much a dead day for me to be able to like sit down and write. If I wanted to write when I got home, could I? Yes, but I'm not about to hold myself to that because it just feels like a plot hole. Not gonna do it. So I just have it as a work week, and I have some church events on some Saturdays, so I just left the first 2 Saturdays blank, and the last 2 Saturdays people will be traveling for Thanksgiving, so I'm sure there's nothing planned for then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure nothing is planned for then. So I really am treating it like, okay, so I'm gonna write for 5 days a week. So if I'm doing the 20,000 word count, what is 20,000 divided by, I guess this is something like 20 days, 22, there's a couple of Saturdays. But anyway, so it's essentially like 1,000 words a day. Very, very doable for me. I'll probably end up exceeding the 20,000 word count. I do not choose goals that I can fail at. Yes, of course you want to push yourself, but also like, I can push myself to exceed a goal just as easily as I can push myself to achieve a high goal. So that's the model we're going to use for NaNoWriMo November. So yeah, and by next, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to think about not just word count, but what I want to do on these particular days, because I'm not choosing, because I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm going to work on chapter 1 on this day, 2 1. Like, I want to have actual like topical goals, and that's going to take a little bit longer. So I'll probably pick this up tomorrow and vlog that for y'all. Maybe. maybe I'll just, you know, throw some footage in the video ultimately, because it's gonna be pretty boring. Like, it's not gonna be exciting. It'll be me looking at my computer scrolling through, because the project that I'm choosing for eyelash glasses collision that you just witnessed. Anyway, yes, I do have a new writing project that I'm working on, but that's not the one I want to work on for Nano, because I really, really, really want to finish a project that I have been working on for a little bit longer, and that already has about 30,000 words. I really want to try to get as many words under that to get that project really, really far along, possibly even finish a full draft of it. Yikes, could it be? Finish a full draft of it, or get very close to like what people call the third act, I guess. I don't really do act 1, 2, 3 situations. I was having a very interesting conversation with Cache from Shay with the Hobbies about like maybe Black writers just don't write in that like act 1, 2, 3. It's very Shakespearean. And for me, I was definitely like, this Black writer doesn't. So I guess whatever, maybe you would think of it as act 3, but I'm just thinking like I'm probably just not gonna finish the end of the book, and maybe that would be categorized as not finishing act 3. Anyway, I want to, but I don't know that I will. Either way, I want to finish this particular writing project by the end of the year, and that's ultimately why I decided to waffle on the side of Nano as opposed to not, even though I'm going to be writing it regardless. It's because there'll be a lot of energy around Nano. People will be pushing each other. There's going to be a lot of write-ins, and I want to finish this project ASAP so that I can, you know, start the second draft process and really try to start querying this project as well. Well, first betas, slow down, but you know, you can't do any of that until you finish it. So that is why I am trying to do Nano with this project, and I hope that it goes well. But the point is, it's gonna take me a little bit longer to choose what I want to work on per day, because this project is already in motion, and so I'm gonna have to actually like go back through my draft and see like, where am I, like what's already been done, and then if I was thinking about trying to use Nano to finish this project, what does that look like what would have to be done every day, like what topic would I be taking on every day, or what scene would I be taking on every day, and that's just gonna take a little bit longer. And also, like, I'm not gonna be talking y'all through that, so it would just be y'all watching me work, and that sounds boring to me. So I might include some footage of that, but TBD. Until then, so thank you for listening to my super scatterbrained last minute announcement that I actually am going to be doing Nano, and will be spending the next 3 days frantically preparing. Look forward to weekly Nano check-ins, and hopefully I'm saying, yes, I overcame. And y'all, I should have waffled to the left. I should have waffled my behind to the left. But until then, literates, that is all I have for you. I will see you on the flip side.